Hiya. Yeah, I am, straight across. Can you do me a favour? We would love to have a better vantage point for filming and what's with the scaffolding? It's straight across, but it seems to be locked, so do you know who to speak to get that sorted? That would be great. Pardon? Yeah, I mean, if we can get across, that'd be great. Yeah. Oh, alright. Maybe just ask the question and if we get lucky, awesome. Yeah, half time. Yeah. Alright, wicked. Thanks, mate. Bye.
Just trying to speak to a couple of fans during the game. See it.
Yeah, I know.
As long as they don't get too excited and swear. Yeah.
Questions. How would you say that? Chinama? Chinama? Jesus. My worst nightmare.
I know, isn't it? Yeah.
Are you listening to me or music?
Nothing at the moment. I'm waiting to see you flick the switch and then...
I don't want to flick it yet. Thanks, mate. Kingston Heath? Soccer complex?
Yeah. I think so.
Thanks for televising the game. No problem. Didn't score last week, needs to carry the stretcher. What's going on?
Are you going to get last week? You see my cookie the last 5 minutes.
Still missed. You want me to do that? That encouragement.
Thank you, you said for coming.
Good afternoon and welcome to NPLW Live. We are round 11 down at Kingston Heath Soccer Complex for this week's game between Bayside United and senior NTC. As we have both teams walking out this afternoon, we'll quickly go through the starting lineups, starting with Bayside. Anastasiopoulos, Austin, Faruja, Georgopoulos, Harbus, Rendis, Richards, Shearing, Fogarty, Reynolds, and a welcome return to Connie Lewis. Her first senior match will start this year after suffering an ACL injury last year. So knowing how difficult it is to come back from one of those injuries, it's fantastic to see she's done all the hard work and she gets her start here this afternoon. Some big names on the bench for Bayside. Bucalo, Cardaci, Rabin, Walsh, Belleville. Now, I've been told they are resting some players for the midweek game against Bulleen in the Nike FC Cup. NTC this afternoon will start with Furphy, Haffenden, Jensevsky, Miocic, Nikpor, Parbury, Renahan, Suards, Sidzimovska, Stamatopoulos and Zoyce. Both teams just in their huddles here. For those that have been to Kingston Heath before, we'll have the end towards DFO Moorabbin or the golf course. So we'll see how teams line up this afternoon in what will be a vital clash for Bayside, just slipping away from the top six with 10 points, and Box Hill on 15. They will head to Geelong tomorrow. A great match there will be at Cardinia Park or GMHBA Stadium, I think, as it's known now, on Sunday afternoon to cement their chase for top 5 position. But on today's game, Bayside 10 points. We're really looking to bounce back from last week's performance against Calder. Unlucky not to get a point from that game with Runnels' shot that ricocheted off the crossbar and would have put a Bayside in a great position to get those points, but she's back out here today. She'll have a start this week after her absent through injury. NTC looking to build on their performances. As we know, a development program. They'll be looking to get some results from some really good, solid performances they've had over the last couple of weeks, despite a little bit of a showing up against Calder. But the girls are progressing well, I've been told, and be looking to put on another solid performance today. Okay, so we have Bayside will be kicking off towards the DFO end. The ball from Harbus straight back to Reynolds. Harbus, of course, scoring last week in an absolute bomb of a goal. Shearing gets Bayside going forward early. Connie Lewis with an early touch. She'll be looking to settle her nerves. Having a game last week in the 19s, the speed of play in the seniors will be, of course, a lot quicker. She'll be looking to find her feet and feel comfortable back in this environment. Searching ball for Furphy. Couldn't quite get onto the end of it. Faruja clears. Jensevsky to Stamatopoulos, lines up, has a shot. Faruja diving low to her right. Early warning signs from Stamatopoulos. Quick welcome to a couple of our viewers this afternoon. Melissa Taranto, Marianne Faruja, the mother of Lauren Faruja in goals for Bayside. Fantastic performance last week. We'll certainly hope she can pull off some great saves, as she already has in this game. Gulshan Culture, probably just down the road. Surely you can come down and watch this game live. Sharbel Webby, physio for Melbourne Victory Women's. We stay with play. Jensevsky in the box, cuts it back in front of goal. There it is! NTC with the early goal. Holly Furphy finds herself in An amazing position. The work done by Jansevsky down this left-hand side. Cuts the back beautifully, and Furphy, all she had to do was tap it in, and she has. NTC taking the early lead here this afternoon. That, of course, racks up Holly Furphy's 6th goal for the season. As we said before kick-off, NTC looking to build on some really good performances, but be able to capitalise on getting some of those results. Richards out from the back. Connie Lewis in a battle. Stamatopoulos to Zoyce, receives it back. Couldn't keep that one. Early ball from Zoyce. Jansevsky, she's onside, lines up, has a shot. It's on target. But Lauren Farrugia able to parry that one over the crossbar. But again, NTC looking dangerous in these early minutes. Nia Stamatopoulos over the ball, of course, one of the junior Matildas, a part of this year's campaign to qualify for next year's Under-17 World Cup. Ball's delivered, lofty. Ooh, attempted bicycle, drops to Swords, can't control. Reynolds now, driving out of the half. Anastasopoulos, we know she's quick, looks to combine with Harbus. Couldn't connect, but has been awarded the free kick. Zidsmovska in goals for NTC, calling for the wall. Connie Lewis, without hesitation, looking to take this free kick just outside the 18-yard box. It would be a lovely return for her if she could score this. Goalward. Goalkeeper took that in the end comfortably, but another great showing of this game. It's great attacking football. Stamatopoulos linking well with Jansevsky. Ooh. Shearing not too happy with that nutmeg from Stamatopoulos. Jansevsky on the left foot to deliver this one in. In and around the 6-yard box. Somewhat cleared from Bayside. Finds Harbus. Anastasopoulos. Has Parbury for company. She's done well. Again, NTC quickly back on the attack. Zoe Austin just getting there before Yen Jeffsky. Playing back to Faruja. Runnels looks to bomb it forward. Miss hit. Zoyce now lines up. Didn't hit it as cleanly as we've seen in the past, but we definitely know she can hit them from there, as she did back in September last year for the Junior Matildas. Was able to bag herself a hat trick, and one of those coming from 40 yards out. Some great work in the front half by NTC, really putting the pressure on Bayside, finding it difficult to get out of their own half at the moment. Georgopoulos gets her start this afternoon. As I mentioned, a few Bayside players being arrested in preparation for their midweek game. That wayward ball will find the hands of Zidsamovska. NTC again looking to come forward. Mircic, calm. Renahan now. Forward ball by Zoyce, just a little overhit. Low ball from Faruja is going to find Lewis. Fogarty seeing the run by Lucy Richards. Another one just overhit. Furphy now in a battle. She wins out. Keep it a beat. Faruja off the line. Gets a touch. Jeffsky! No mistake. NTC 2, Bayside 0. NTC head coach there just delivering a message out to his players. He would be very pleased with today's start. They find themselves 2-0 up within 10 minutes. Not a lot coming from Bayside bench at the moment. Early days yet, of course. Shearing. Harbus finds Lewis. Bit of a change of pace there. Almost gets on the outside. Indeed, NTC will concede the corner. So Bayside's first corner for this afternoon. They'll be looking to get one back here. They are indeed against the win. We'll see if this one can be delivered in and around the box. Front post, Furphy with the intercept. Return ball may have seen Lucy Richards, beg my pardon, Anastasopoulos offside, but ball's out of play. NTC to build up play again. Stamatopoulos wanting it back there. Bayside just overrunning NTC in the middle of the park at the moment. But Mia should be able to clear here. Yancevski needs to get it under control. Can't on this occasion. Zoe Austin now, just looking to find someone to connect. Runnels into Harbus, can really open up the pitch now. If it gets there, it will to Richards. Connie Lewis. Just trying to find that overlapping run from Richards, just a little bit too hard. We've seen that from both teams already this afternoon, just overhitting those passes. I'm sure both coaches will be wanting some of those attacking, penetrating balls to find those forward runs. Goal kick can't quite clear Lewis, but Renahan will collect and looks to go down the line. Back to the goalkeeper now for NTC. Renahan. Parbury in a battle. Renahan to clean up again. Deflection falling kind for NTC. Big switch. Yanchevsky again on the left. Had runners in the box. She'll be disappointed with that. We know she can finish from there. She just did, to put NTC 2-0 up, but maybe a little bit of a poor decision there. Of course, with those runners in the box, that's how NTC got their first goal. Thurfey and Stamatopoulos on that occasion making the run. Clever play from NTC. Unfortunately for NTC, Katrina Nickpaw just offside there, but you can see some of the talent on show this afternoon. Some good combination play in that middle to front third by NTC already today. Really causing a problem for Bayside. Zoe Austin. Rendis. Back into Shearing. Georgopoulos offering the overlap there. But NTC will come away with possession. Great defending there by Fogarty. Really on the front foot to step in. Puts Bayside on the attack. Harbus into the box now. Onto the left. Anastasopoulos in the box. Just couldn't connect. Runnels. Strong battle. Yanchevsky to come away with it. Finds Furphy. Can she get under control? Early ball. Stamatopoulos. Out to Nickpaw. Inside to Zoyce. First time. Just finds the goalkeeper on that occasion. Could have taken a touch. Again, young players as they're developing through the program. Key part of their football will be on their decision making in crucial areas of the park, such as the front third. Swords doing well to hold up Runnels. Zoe Austin. Just try to force it into the middle there. Stamatopoulos just conceding, trying to capitalise on perhaps a poor ball into Shearing. Fogarty. Long and high into the box. Off Reynolds. Lewis. Shot at the front post. Goalkeeper with the save. Claims for the push on Stamatopoulos. Games let to play. Whistle had already gone on that shot, but bit of a contest from the NTC players, just querying the call there. The first contact on Stamatopoulos not called, and then the following phase, Stewards has been penalised for her tackle on Georgopoulos. Looks like Harbus standing over this one. Similar position to the previous free kick taken by Connie Lewis. Harbus, low and hard. May have been one from the training pitch there, and outstretched Anastasiopoulos looking to just deflect that one goalward, but didn't quite come off. Bayside still with the attack here. As mentioned, it does break down. Zoyce to bring it out. Solid challenge by Shearing. Lewis. Cut out by Parbury. To Stamatopoulos. Searching ball for Yanchevsky, but she was offside. Of course, we have the FIFA Women's World Cup coming up in no more than 36 days. Of course, we'll all be going for the Matildas. For those watching online at the moment, send through your comments of who you believe will be the Matildas starting lineup. Of course, the team will be named next week. NTC just couldn't finish off that attack, and Bayside will come out. Yansevsky, that one given away. Harbus, can she capitalise? Claims for handball. Referee, play on. Stewards, tidy in the middle, just looking to settle NTC as they play out. That pass there from Renahan just going astray. As I was saying, the Westfield Matildas will be, of course, at the FIFA Women's World Cup in France this year, and will have their first match against Italy. Send your comments through of who you believe will be that starting lineup for the Matildas against Italy in their first round match at the Women's World Cup. Lewis with her cross. Shearing looks to deliver it back in the box. Stamatopoulos with the intercept, with the face nonetheless. And I think she'll be relieved to actually get the free kick there. NTC holding their own. They, as we know, they are young, of that 16, 17-year-old cohort, and do play in the NPLW against senior women, of course, for their development. Furphy facing the wrong way, so dishes off. Balls to Stewards. Nick Paw on that right hand side finds the run of Zoyce, and what we thought was perhaps a corner for MTC will be a goal kick to Bayside. Another goal kick here for Bayside. See NTC, 4 across the back. Seward sitting in the middle there, and another bank of 4 with Furphy alone up top to put pressure on Bayside. It's certainly working for NTC early on in this match, as Bayside are struggling to get out of their own half. Zoyce has another go from deep. Oh my lord! Off the crossbar. That would have been one for the highlight reel for Zoyce indeed, but she had that early warning sign, just didn't connect, but again hit it sweetly. Certainly had Faruja done for, but just hitting the crossbar. You know how dangerous she is from those areas. What you want to see, you want to encourage players, if they do have that time and space to be able to pull the trigger and of course get the ball on target. Renahan, resulting free kick here from deep. Delivers into the box. Ball allowed to bounce in there, but heading straight into the arms of Faruja. She'll use Austin to come out. Shearing in the middle. Reynolds looking for Anastasopoulos. Couldn't quite get there. Zidsamoska just assessing her options. She'll use Renahan to come out. Sewards. Mircic under a little bit of pressure. Anastasopoulos was able to intercept there. She's got 2 for company. Claudia Mircic will come out driving from her centre-back position. Ball just given away there. Bayside can't capitalise. Looks like Shearing's slightly winded. As I mentioned before, it's becoming a little bit of a physical battle between the two teams. Furphy with that early goal to put NTC ahead in the first 5 minutes, just offside there. As it stands, Bayside 0, NTC 2. Shearing now. Sewards has done well. Harbus just penalised for the pulling of the shirt there. You can really see that NTC now starting to get on top of Bayside in the midfield. Ball over the top. Again looking for Janchevsky, but another one offside. It does certainly get frustrating for players and coaches alike. We do want to see players being able to look across the line and prepare themselves to, of course, be onside. Those players with a little bit more pace against their direct opponent will know whether or not they need to give themselves a yard or not. But again, that decision making and timing of movement crucial in that front third. A foot race. Anastasopoulos will get there first. Down this right hand side, both players to grounds. Claudia Mircic again to clean up. No whistle from the referee. Stamatopoulos. Loose ball in the middle, but it'll be settled by Sewards. Didn't quite check her shoulder there, and Harbus coming back was able to pinch the ball. Fogarty. Reynolds just overstretched there a little bit. Bayside now really able to push NTC back into their half. Rendis. Early one around the corner from Georgopoulos. Keeper stays on a line, and again, Claudia Mircic will look to tidy up, and Stamatopoulos or NTC being able to just pick apart Bayside in their build-up play. Yanchevsky forced backwards. Just a quick hello to Kyra Cooney-Cross, who's watching this afternoon, of course. Scored a few goals over in Myanmar in the Young Matildas AFC Under-19 Championships as they've qualified for their World Cup qualifying competition, which we played in Thailand later in October. Of course, Kyra Cooney-Cross and Mindy Barbieri leaving Victoria and the NTC/NPLW environment into the future Matildas based in Sydney. So certainly see that program is serving them well as they've been able to contribute to the Young Matildas qualification for the AFC Under-19 Championships later in October. Of course, that team coached by Matildas assistant and future Matildas coach Gary Van Egmond. Just in mentioning the Future Matildas program, it was announced throughout the week by Football Victoria, the Emerging Matildas program to be held in Victoria over the coming weeks. We'll be able to provide more information on that great initiative for football, women's football in Victoria, and of course help develop the next phase of Matildas. Furphy now down the right-hand side, looking for support in the box. Late runs from Stamatopoulos. Bayside just getting numbers back behind the ball now. Nick Poor just can't turn out of trouble there. And ball out of play. NTC really looking to impose themselves on this game this afternoon. Of course, they do have the two-goal lead buffer. Yanchevsky, Clever, Stamatopoulos. On the left, calls for shoot. Just couldn't get the angle right, and that one very wide from Yanchevsky. Pressure from Zoyce. Austin forced backwards. Faruja can use this open side for Bayside to get out. Lewis started well, of course, mentioning that this is one of her first senior games after her NTC. So I beg my pardon, after her ACL injury last year. Big clearance from NTC. Zoyce battling hard with Fogarty. Lewis again on the ball. Haffenden was able to get that back to the keeper, and NTC looking to build. Shearing. She saw Harvest into the box now. She's on her right foot, looks to square it up. Anastasiopoulos has found the bottom corner. There we have it. Bayside have been able to peg one back. Early ball forward from Shearing. Had found Harvest on this right-hand side. And unmarked in the box, Bayside have been able to capitalise. And some poor marking. Easy finish there for Anastasiopoulos. It is now Bayside 1, NTC 2. great strength shown by Seward's there, but unfortunately that pass astray, which will find Lewis. Goal scorer Anastasopoulos just trying to get there before the sideline, but can't. Much more clinical from Isabel Sewards there. Links well with Nia Stamatopoulos, but things just being brought to a halt by free kick, but taken quickly by NTC. Nick Poor again on this right-hand side, looks to cross. Sienna Fogarty just in a good position there to deny that ball into the box. Haffenden on the far side with the throw in. Makes its way into the 18-yard box. No one there for NTC though. She retreats and picks up possession. Switch of play here on for NTC. Claudia Mircic now driving forward. Stamatopoulos in the pocket. And Chevsky delivers. Faruja there just needed that second attempt to get that one under control. About 35 minutes gone this afternoon. NTC leading 2-1 here at Kingston Heath. Harbus driving ball into Lewis. She's looked to control. Now on the right, delivering into the box. Renahan half cleared for NTC. Resulting shot from Bayside. Not really troubling the goals at all. Haffenden just doing enough to cause the error by Richards. In fact, Lucy Richards having a fantastic game against Calder United last week. Great battle against Zimmerman and indeed Angie Beard as Calder like to rotate across their front three. Lucy Richards for me was certainly a standout in that game. Calder going on to win 2-1. Bar from a late chance from the lady that was just on the ball, Emma Reynolds, to square it up. Ball now with Lewis, has a shot! It was on target, but slightly too high. It did concern the goalkeeper. An outstretched hand from Zid Zamovska, just to make sure that one was indeed going over the top. Fogarty coming forward. Can find Harbus. Reynolds. Clever footwork. Turns Stamatopoulos inside out. Nick Poor now. Finding herself very deep. Just to help out NTC in their build-up. Back inside. Stamatopoulos looking for this channel down on this left-hand side. And Chevsky not quite on the same page. And that one a little bit overhit as well. Horrendous now with the throwing. Couldn't quite beat Chevsky on the way out. She has the ball now. A little bit overhit into Furphy. She can't control. Ball go all the way back to Faruja. Richards will combine with Lewis down the far left-hand side for Bayside. Looking for the switch there, but Runnels marked. It'll come to NTC. Furphy. A little bit isolated, but waiting for the runs from Stamatopoulos. That one around the corner. It's gone straight to Faruja. A reflex save and followed up by a long effort there from Isabel Sewards. But again, we mentioned it earlier on that the form of Bayside goalkeeper Lauren Faruja is outstanding in these early rounds of NPLW. Of course, there has been some movement at Bayside in the goalkeeper ranks. W League experience goalkeeper Melissa Maisels signing here early in the year, but in what's been a early transfer now finds herself. Great skill from Yanchevsky there. As I was saying, Melissa Maisels has transferred across to Southern United in a dual role there. In her first hit out against Heidelberg last week was, in fairness, being able to lower the scoreline to a somewhat respectable level based on historical results for Southern in what was a 6-0 loss on the day. So she'll be very keen to contribute to Southern's rebuild in 2019. Stamatopoulos here into the box, in and around the penalty spot, and just a bit of a hack clearance there from Reynolds. Will give NTC another corner this afternoon. Stamatopoulos, of course, has Alana Yanchevsky, another junior Matilda teammate, short for the corner, but that's ignored, and the ball's deep beyond the back post and out for a goal kick. Well, the fourth official put up the board for what I believe will be 1 minute of additional time. Anastasopoulos again looking to get down that right hand side. Great defending. Hold on to Parbury. Solid challenge by Reynolds. We'll get that one out eventually. Lewis looking sharp as she's returning back to senior football. Harbus looking to get this one under control. Can't quite fall for anyone on Bayside. Reynolds just running through Stamatopoulos there. She's back to her feet, but play will continue on. Furphy back to defend for NTC. Has done well. Great steal. around 2, just can't get around the 3rd. And that was, of course, Sienna Fogarty getting in the way of that NTC attack. Ball the other end now, Lewis. Gets around, delivers across. It just wasn't cut back enough, and I know referees perhaps seen that the goalkeepers had a touch on that, and Bayside will have a late corner in this first half. Just mentioned 1 additional minute of time for this first half. Bayside here found themselves 2-1 down. Might be able to level things up with this corner. Connie Lewis considered the short option. Is going back to deliver into the box. Edge of the 18. Harbus has to retreat, try and control. Sits now, blocked by Sewards. Referee's seen reason for a free kick there. Claudia Mircic. Palbury now. Sewards again. Keeping things under control in the middle for NTC. Looking for the forward ball. That was from Zoyce. Cut out. Bayside will look to build up again. All the way back from Farrugia. Can't quite do so. That one out of play. Zoyce again. Through Haffenden. There we go. The board's actually now just gone up for 1 minute additional time. Sorry about that, folks. I spotted the little 1 finger representation of 1 minute from the central referee early on. So always keep your eye out on the central referee when it's getting close to the break or end of the match to see their interpretation of how many minutes should be added on. Haffenden again. Some good work by Lucy Richards to force the ball back. Renahan now. Go back to Haffenden. Bayside, plenty of numbers behind the ball now. Oh, they'll look just try and step up now. Zoyce, clever. Bit of an underhit cross, but it'll work out okay here for NTC. Did force Farrugia off for a line, but Furphy was able to nick in there and get the ball, keep this attack momentarily alive for NTC, but the experienced Sienna Fogarty has been able to somewhat clear the danger and will fall to Runnels again to get things under control. Parbury, happy to see that one go over the line. And there it is. We have halftime here at Kingston Heath. Today's clash, Bayside United against NTC. Goals early on for NTC. 5 minute mark, Furphy. Then followed up by Janchevsky's finish within 10 minutes. Saw them 2-0 up early on, but Anastasopoulos was at the right place at the right time within the 6-yard box to clinch one back for Bayside. We'll go into the half. Bayside United 1, NTC 2.
God, I could never do that by myself.
What, make shit up on the fly?
Well, you sound like you're talking.
Nick Poor delivering some good crosses early on from this right-hand side. Long throw looking for Furphy over the back. Georgopoulos just got a pinch from Zoyce. Furphy. Lucy Richards will send it back inside. Zoyce into the box. Janchevsky at the back for NTC, looking to return it back towards centre of goal, but good defending there by Sienna Fogarty to deflect that one. It will be another corner though to NTC. Stamatopoulos looks for the penalty spot. Renahan keeping it alive. Another decent cross by Parbury. Zoe Austin now for Bayside will try and get things going. Leading goal scorer for Bayside in Margot Rabin. She's got 11 so far this season. Speaking to her before today's game, very disappointed in some of the errors from her standards last week against Calder. Could have really made a difference in that result. She's on the ball now, feeding Georgopoulos. Zimovska early off the line, collects well. Showed a fair bit of courage there. Familiar combination. It's Stamatopoulos to Janchevsky. Just not on the same page there. Was looking to service Furphy. NTC will look again to build up through this middle to front third. Zoyce finds herself in a pocket. Shot from deep. Furphy, good connection, but it was straight to the hands of Farrugia. Neatly done there by Renahan. Ball over the top again. She didn't look from this particular angle to be offside, but the lineswoman has called another offside for Janchevsky on that far side for NTC. Sarah Walsh introduced at halftime for Bayside. Richards just sold that one a little short for Anastasopoulos. NTC will come away with it now. Furphy very deep, but looks to play forward. Cut out by Carducci. She'll try to use a pace, but Furphy there with her strength. And 1-2 just not coming off there for NTC. Claudia Mircic just runs into a little bit of trouble in the middle of the park. NTC will get away with it, but won't be able to build an attack from there. Sarah Walsh, very experienced, will come across. Tidy that one up for Bayside. Sienna Fogarty looks to split NTC, does Harbus. Isabella Seward's just getting across to that one. Of course, this is her 50th senior cap for NTC, so congratulations to her. We'll be really looking to break through into the next level, perhaps into a W League environment this coming summer season. Oh, just under the feet there for NTC. It's to Rabin in the middle, has a shot. Good block there by Renahan. Bayside really looking to tighten the screws here and put them under pressure. The shot from Anastasiopoulos straight at the goalkeeper, but Bayside really looking to close this deficit and square things up this afternoon. Good pressure there by Georgopoulos. Looking for the craftsmanship of Rabin at the top there. Claudio Mircic having none of it. Ball over the top for Furphy. She'll get there first, but just in that decision making went a little bit too early and offside. The other game on this afternoon, Southern are hosting South Melbourne. Having a quick look at halftime, it was South Melbourne the good by 6 goals. And a return to the roster for South Melbourne is Tiffany Iliadis. She returns. She was playing some local level football in her absence, but has returned to South Melbourne. Haffenden couldn't quite get through the traffic. Richards throw into the middle of the park. Stamatopoulos forces Rabin backwards. Austin, heavy touch. Yanchevsky will capitalise here. She'll drive forward. Furphy to her left. Oh, Walsh just denying that through ball. A 50 cap player. Bella Seward's there, just tidying up for NTC, showing her experience and composure in the middle of the park. Definitely what's needed for NTC this afternoon. Haffenden just putting NTC under pressure here. That ball a little bit short. Harbis will spread it wide to Cardaci. She'll go one-on-one here into the box. Has the shot. It's tipped under the bar. It's a goal for Cardaci. We have it back to 2-2 here at Kingston Heath. In what was an innocent mistake in and around the halfway line for NTC. Bayside, as I said, are tightening the screws and really going for it this afternoon. They've pinched one back. Nick Paul looking to service Furphy. She's just overrun it. Haffenen to get things going again for NTC. They've seen a 2-goal lead dissipate. Furphy on the left. Not much behind that one, unfortunately. Stamatopoulos was there for any spillages, but Farrugia, safe hands. Rabin will try and get this ball under control. Quite isolated up top. Usually see her in the midfield. Haffenden just needs to keep her head up. And that is exactly the call from the NTC bench. These girls certainly were playing with some confidence in the first half and will need to be able to settle things down and continue to play the good football they were in the first half, despite losing their 2-goal lead. Stamatopoulos, that one given away to Georgopoulos. Bayside now. Cardaci, she'll have the legs to get there, will she? Not quite. Her goal scored on the 55th minute for Bayside to level things up here this afternoon. Zidskmovska in goal for NTC. We'll just look at to settle things down. Renahan will go on the outside and find Haffenden. earlier goal scorer Anastasopoulos is doing some great work to put this NTC backline under pressure, and it has indeed resulted in the error and possession turned over. Bayside will have it just in their middle third. We have a change here. Nick Paul will make way. Vlavnik now onto the park. Ali Vlavnik. Tidy touch, but Haffenden just overran that one. Harbus, too much time. Vlavnik making an impact straight away. Her inclusion, big switch from Paige Zoyce. Yanchevsky now. Furphy, can she get there? Has a shot, it's a touch. Can she finish? It's hit the post. The big deflection from Faruja. It fell into the path of Furphy, but she just couldn't get it back on target. In fact, it's Vlad Mitch that just came on the pitch with her third touch, could have put NTC ahead. Isabel Sewards on it's the run from Mirchit. She has a strike. An outstretch for Ruja. That one must have been on target. Hard to tell from our commentary position this afternoon, but a decent strike nonetheless. And Nicolina Bucalo, just in front of me now, will join us this afternoon. She started last week and indeed has been one of the starting members of the Bayside team. She'll look to make an impact to the remaining minutes of the game. Haffenden saw Mirchich but went wide. Good combination play, but Bayside scrambling to deny the cross. Isabel Sewards again, tidy against Harbus. Rushed forward though from Renahan. All the way back now to Faruja. Lovely touch, little flick over from Lucy Richards. She continues her run on this left-hand side. Rabin peels off. Calls for offside. And well done, Claudia Mirchich, just seeing that one over the end line. But if you see that, you see the experience of Margot Rabin there. She just pulled off wide, and in fact, if you arc that run, she'll be able to maintain herself onside. Georgopoulos making way for Bucalo. Good work again by Bella Sewards. Bucalo straight into the action, feeds Rabin on the right foot. She's looked the outside of the right foot rather than using the left there. No one really coming in at the back post for Bayside. Carducci with a neat touch into Harbus. Rabin again, just waiting for players in the box. Mirchich putting her body on the line, blocking that one. Bayside will have the corner. A late one in the first half resulted in nothing, but Rabin this time on set-piece duties. Nicolina Baculo rather having the initial shot, but Carducci with a follow-up not really troubling NTC goal. Coming up to the 65th minute here at Kingston Heath. Scores a level 2-all after NTC had the early 2-goal lead. Going in 2-1 at half-time. Haffenden looking to get Zoyce and Vlamic involved. Here she is now. Couldn't quite get anything happening. Had Richards and Fogarty for company. And Alana Yanchevsky will make way this afternoon. She, of course, scoring the second goal for NTC this afternoon. Lara Shannon now introduced for NTC. She looks to be making her way into the 9 position, so should be looking to put NTC ahead this afternoon. Swords again, can she get something started for NTC? Has to switch play in a roundabout way. Here's Renahan. She'll drive forward. Good first time ball. On the outside is Vlavmik. She delivers in towards the box. Players in there. Shannon waiting, but Faruja out off her line. Down low, collects. She's been good again this week. Lauren Faruja. Crucial saves this afternoon. And to be fair, down the other end, Zitsamovska has been very quiet. Bayside only racking up 1 or 2 shots this afternoon, and that was Kardashi's finish in the second half. Not much she could do about that one. Another offside call here for against NTC. Starting to rack up in that category. Something players will need to adjust in their game. Try and keep momentum of forward attacks going, and their opposition teams under a bit more pressure. Talk about pressure. Fukalo comes through with the nick and strike on goal, but straight to the goalkeeper. Didn't really connect well. You'll see players this afternoon having shots from well out the 18-yard box, 30 yards in fact. Stamatopoulos, clever to face forward. Feeds in Furphy, keeper off the line. She'll go to ground and clear, but before doing so, the flag up for yet another offside for NTC. This time Furphy on the far side. Sarah Walsh, a former Box Hill player back in the WPL days, has launched that one. And just off the side of the foot for Haffenden. Bayside will have another corner in this second half. Helped on by the wind towards their goal at the moment. Early one to Kardachi. Good intercept by Furphy, but numbers suiting Bayside, and Rabin will deliver back in to the box. NTC goalkeeper getting low to retrieve. Looking for the little clip into Stamatopoulos. Shearing in the way. Rabin now getting plenty of touches on the ball for this second half. Harbus. Shearing. It just peeled off there, but offside. Seward's looking to go forwards. There have been claims earlier this season, but that NTC are a little bit of a across the park type of team, not really looking to attack at all or every opportunity. Possession base could be certainly put into the vision and philosophy of NTC, and of course the national curriculum's blueprint for player development. That one given away, Kardashian. Claudio Mircic making up for that earlier stray pass. Puts Shannon in. Lara Shannon with the shot. Oh my lord! That one, the top corner, nothing Faruja could do about that one. She certainly made an impact into this second half, and with that earlier chance to put NTC ahead, has only taken 25 minutes to do so. NTC now see themselves back in front of this game here at Kingston Heath. It's now NTC 3, Bayside 2. Stamatopoulos, that one controlled on the chest, but tried to feed it back into Seward's. Couldn't do it. Rabin with a cheeky little back heel, looking for Harbus. Just on the edge of the box there. She would have loaded up for sure. The intercept by Bucalo. Harbus again. Early ball. Mircic. Another important intercept. Zoyce will look to service Furphy. Despite what I said earlier, NTC really looking to put Bayside under pressure, and balls into their front third are meaningful and plentiful now. If you missed it, Lara Shannon with an absolute bomb of a goal. Coming on at half-time or beyond half-time, in fact, for NTC. Has put NTC ahead 3-2. They've been leading all day. Perhaps a little bit of stumble when Bayside were able to bring it back square at 2-2, but now find themselves back in the lead and may need to manage this game throughout the last 15 odd minutes. Kardashian for Bayside. Trying to make something out of nothing. Rapine on the left. Again, another one just straight towards the goalkeeper. Either side would have really troubled Zivsamovska this afternoon. Zoyce in a pocket. Lovely touch to go around the first defender. Vlamic. She was beyond Richards there, but the flag up again. You can hear the frustrating groans from those in the crowd this afternoon, because it has been a frequent occurrence for NTC. Furphy making way this afternoon for Nicola Schubert. Furphy, of course, getting NTC off the mark in the 5th minute this afternoon. And she'll certainly commended for her efforts today, looking very dangerous in front of goal and providing the width in the last 15 minutes of this game. Forward ball, keeper off the line. Anastasiopoulos for Bayside, the target there, but Zivsamovska has done well. Off the line early. NTC now cautious in their approach, building up now. Harbus a little bit late for that challenge. Wide ball again. Good first touch. Great introduction for Schubert. Ball's into the box. Cross the face. Back to Zoyce. Cheeky little chip to the back post. Oh! The oncoming NTC attacker just not being able to connect there. In fact, it was Nicola Schubert just on for NTC. A nice little chip from Zoyce there to that back post. But despite NTC taking the lead again in this match, they couldn't extend their lead on Bayside, so it's still tied. NTC leading 3-2. If this scoreline changes within the remaining 15 minutes, NTC will be ruining those chances they've had in this second half. Lots of work to be done yet. Bayside looking to close that gap on Box Hill, who sit above them on the table. Box Hill, of course, playing against Geelong on Sunday. Back to play now, into the box. Shannon look to bring it down. Seward's working hard in the middle. Numbers will suit Bayside, but they're wasteful. And NTC will restart here. Look to recycle the ball. Over the head of Parbury. Kardashian, she'll have it for pace. Comes inside. On her right. Has a touch. It's in! Despite the oncoming goalkeeper, Kardashian has her second for the afternoon. Squares it back up again. 3-3 here at Kingston Heath. Kardashian just ripping it down that right-hand side. Had the composure and the nous about her just to take that touch, settle herself, and was able to slot it past the goalkeeper. "32 minutes gone in this second half." Zoyce looking to create something for NTC. Again, they see their lead slip away. NTC just need to remain focused here and not give anything cheap away. Good cover by Miocic. Anastasiopoulos with the challenge. Upended. Rabin. And just caught the Swords unaware. Great ball. We'll get Vamick going inside to Shannon. She'll return Just outside the box on the right-hand side, ball's inside. Stamatopoulos! With the early shot. If it wasn't for the outstretched hand of Lauren Farrugia, again in fine form this afternoon, has denied that effort from Stamatopoulos. Corner, Zoyce with the header. Dropping short, Richards will clear. Harbus over the top. Too heavy. Rabin won't chase that one down. Good first touch from Renahan. Swords again. Vamic again delivers into the box. No one there for NTC. And Fogarty will see that one clear. NTC looking dangerous in the remaining 10 minutes here. If you've been following the match this afternoon, round 11 NPLW, NTC have seen their lead dissipate 3 times. And of course, that first half 2-goal buffer removed. Ball in. Stamatopoulos falls to Zoyce! There it is! Paige Zoyce, no mistake from 8 yards out, has put that past Farrugia. Teammates getting around her. She again restores the lead for NTC. Her earlier 40-yard strike rattling the crossbar, but from 8 yards out, rather, makes no mistake. The junior Matilda, Paige Zoyce, putting NTC ahead 4-3. A bit of a swing and a miss from Mircic there, but no harm, no foul. It'll run right through to the goalkeeper, Zidamopoulos. I beg my pardon, Zimskovska. It's all getting a bit too much now. I'm just making up names, but Renahan, I'll get that one right, to NTC's recent goal scorer, Zoyce, just putting that one out of play. Harbus now. Shannon, plenty of time and space, but he'll go back to Swords. Stamatopoulos, her earlier effort denied, but teammate Paige Zoyce was able to capitalise from the resulting corner. Great combination. No whistle. Schubert on the left delivers. Good touch. Back into the centre. Zoyce again. Stamatopoulos touches. Drives it hard and low. Stamatopoulos does get on the score sheet this afternoon and puts NTC ahead of 5-3 in the remaining 10 minutes of this match at Kingston Heath. It's been neck and neck. Goals have been scored one after the other, keeping things very tight, but NTC now restoring their earlier 2-goal lead late in this second half. Parbury to Schubert, can't quite get there in time. Wearing the very bright orange boots this afternoon. And why not? Has delivered some quality since coming on from that left-hand side for NTC. We'll have a change here in the 84th minute, going by my watch. Goal scorer Nia Stamatopoulos will make way. Gemma Leo will come on and hopefully see this NTC lead out. We spoke throughout the broadcast about NTC's recent performances not quite getting the results against what have been some quality matches in NPLW. They're on track to get 3 points here this afternoon. Zoyce. Shannon will go back and retrieve. Great ball out to Vlamic. Ali Vlamic back into the box. Shannon was there waiting, but Fogarty doing her duties for Bayside. And clearance falling kind for Bayside. Anastasiopoulos looking to combine. Rabin gets it there, left foot from out wide. Gemma Leo, a bit of a stray foot. Ref did delay that and perhaps looking for any advantage, but that one wide from Harbus, and of course we have the game called back for this free kick for Bayside. Four minutes of regular time remaining. We have Nicolina Bucalo over the ball here. Her side trailing 3-5. Goalward, too wide. She's disappointed. If we mentioned earlier, she was rested within the first half for Bayside's upcoming match against Bulleen. Bulleen playing tomorrow will have 1 day less rest. So, of course, we see a lot of roster rotation. Just a bump from behind from Gemma Leo there. NTC will have to hold steady here. A couple of free kicks in and around the area and put unnecessary pressure on these young players. The ball falls out the back. Rabin cuts it back inside. Walsh tries to dig it out. Blocked again. Bayside calling for the ball to take a corner. They're fourth for the afternoon. Out swinger. Harbus with the header. Tries to get her own rebound. Scrappy in the box. Eventually cleared. Schubert. Carlo just with the last little touch. Cardaci on her hat trick. Driving forward. Great tackle. Parbury's been good afternoon. Rabin into the middle. Harbus was there. Ziv Samovska just making her presence known, being nice and big on that approach there, and was able to deny Harbus a goal for Bayside. Switch of play dangerous. Zoyce around the corner to Schubert. Lara Shannon in the middle. Gemma Leo, she'll have a shot. A deflection there, and Lauren Ferrugia will go route one for Bayside as they see themselves trailing by 2 goals. Harbis to Anastasiopoulos. Renahan strong. NTC tidied, and they'll get away with it. Isabel Sewards in the middle, controlling this match as she has done all afternoon. Schubert just offside there. She's quick, Cardaci, but she might not get to that one. Overhit by Rabin. She finds herself a little deeper in the remaining couple of minutes. In fact, we'll have 4 additional minutes this afternoon. It's been action aplenty in this second half. 4 goals. Sees NTC 5-3 to the good, but Rabin, she'll try and close this deficit. Tries to set up Bukalo, but her shot not troubling the goalkeeper, Zidsamovska. Had a very quiet first half, but has been called to action in this second half. A searching ball from Claudia Miocic, just overhit there. Schubert right out on that touchline in that wide position. Zoyce, check of the shoulder. Wayward, but Zoyce will try and tidy up here. Ball finds its way to this near side. Gemma Leo looks to take over proceedings, but just lose out to the pace here of Anastasopoulos. She comes inside. Harbis on the left. Wow, searching shot to that far corner is just kept rising. But of course, definitely has that inner locker. Last week's goal against Calder, really putting teams on notice of what she's capable of. But on this occasion, just can't keep that one down on target. Harbis again releases, but Richards can't get there. 2 minutes remaining. NTC, 2 goals to the good, find themselves leading here 5-3, as they have done all afternoon. Some great play by both teams, but NTC more clinical in and around the box, especially Shannon as she came on. Ball finds its way through to Shearing. In the box, players fell over. Carlbury there. Just getting to that ball first and Shearing just clipping the ankles there. So NTC with the free kick just inside their own box. There were some shouts for a penalty. Would have made things interesting in the remaining 1 or 2 minutes here at Kingston Heath. Cardaci again. She wants to get that hat-trick this afternoon. It's turned away from the goal. Look to combine. Shearing. She had that earlier drive into the box. We'll get there. Delivers into the box. Rabin there. header backwards, keep it in play. NTC will look to pick up this ball in the middle. Leo just gives it away. Shearing again, finds herself on the right-hand side for Bayside. And that's it. The final whistle here this afternoon. NTC get the points this afternoon after leading 2-0 in the initial 10 minutes of this game. Found things a little tough throughout the middle of proceedings, but came home very strong. Score 5-3. Goal scorers today for NTC: Furphy, Yanchevsky, Shannon, Zoyce and Stamatopoulos. Efforts from Kardashian saw a brace from her to peg things back, and Anastasopoulos was dangerous down that left-hand side, and her earlier goal got Bayside off and running, but not much they can do in the end with Shannon, her impact when she came on, and Stamatopoulos to finish things off this afternoon in the 83rd minute. Thank you for joining us for NPLW. You've been listening to Cat Smith. We'll see you next time.
Well done, well done.
Oh, that was hectic.
When's your next game?
Next week I have